Oh, Pat, you look fantastic. Look at your leaves and how green they are, how much chlorophyll you have in there. I bet photosynthesis is super easy for you with how much chlorophyll you have. Look at these green leaves. Oh, it's an amazing pose. Oh, hi guys. Well, we're going to be learning today about photosynthesis. And yes, I was just taking pictures of a plant and talking to it, and no, photosynthesis has nothing to do with actual photos. It has to do with how plants make their own food. So let's talk about what is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is when plants make their own food using the energy from the sun, the carbon dioxide that they take in from the air, and the water that they suck in from their roots. So let's look at it. We have energy coming from the sun. So the leaves of a plant absorb energy from the sun. So I don't have a little sun in here because that would burn me and I would maybe die. But I do have a lamp. So the sun, this is a lamp, will shine down on the leaves and the leaves will grow and the stem will actually push the leaves closer to the sun so that it can absorb the energy. Now the sun emits energy and the chlorophyll in the leaves, which is that stuff that makes the leaves green, takes that energy in and uses it to make something called glucose. Now, the plant also takes in the carbon dioxide from the air. Now, carbon dioxide is what we breathe out. So when I breathe in, I breathe in oxygen. And when I breathe out, I breathe out carbon dioxide. And plants will take that in, and they will also take in the energy from the sun. But they also take in water from their roots. Now, their roots are down in the ground, so when we water a plant or when a plant is on the normal ground and it rains, it takes in that water, it takes in that sun, and it takes in that carbon dioxide, and it produces oxygen and glucose. Oxygen and glucose? Those are crazy big words. What are you talking about, Miss Falwell? I'm glad you asked, kids. Let's talk about what are oxygen and glucose. Plants use sunlight to produce glucose and oxygen through photosynthesis. Glucose is another word for sugar, what plants eat. I'm sure that you guys like sugar and know exactly what sugar is. Glucose and sugar, they're the same thing. Glucose is just another more scientific, fancy way of saying sugar. So those plants use the sunlight and the oxygen and the carbon dioxide and the water to produce that glucose, which is the sugar that they eat. Just like we need food to survive, a plant doesn't need a cheeseburger. The plant just uses the glucose, which is that sugar, to survive off of. That's their food. Oxygen is the gas that humans and animals breathe and need to survive. So when the plants let out the glucose, which they eat, they also give off oxygen, which is what we need to breathe. So let's look a little closer. I have this picture here of photosynthesis. So it says how do plants make their food, which is through photosynthesis. So we have the sunlight coming into the leaf. We have the green chlorophyll in the leaf. We have the water and minerals coming from the roots. Remember, the minerals are coming from the humus, the decomposed animal and plant matter in the soil. So the roots are bringing up those minerals and also bringing up the water in the soil. That, with the carbon dioxide coming in from the air, is producing that oxygen and the glucose that plants need to survive. Pretty cool, right? Wait, what was that, Pat? What? Oh, you want something to eat? Perfect. I will put you close to the window. You can get the sunlight. I'll give you some water. I'll make sure to breathe on you and give you some carbon dioxide, and you'll get lots of food. It'll be perfect. What? You want a cheeseburger? You are a plant. You plants don't eat cheeseburgers. Are you crazy, Pat? What was that? I'm crazy? I am not crazy. You're the crazy one for wanting a cheeseburger. What? I'm crazy because I'm talking to a plant in front of my students? Oh. Pat's probably right. I mean, he's a plant. I'm gonna go now. I hope you learned a lot about plants. Bye, guys.